I'm Nick Seco from HomeRight Windows and Doors, and we're located in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. So we do vinyl replacement windows, we do steel and fiberglass entry doors, we do aluminum storm doors, and we do sliding patio doors, all made by Provia. The windows are a vinyl replacement window, and it could be anything from double hungs to casements to bay and bow windows and everything in between. So when somebody calls in the office and needs an estimate, they get Roxanne on the phone typically, and she would schedule an appointment for me to come out and take some measurements, provide some literature, go through what options we have, and then I would follow up within about 24 to 48 hours with an estimate with all the details of the products as well as the installed price. I find that we're typically much more affordable than the companies that you see advertising on TV or in a lot of other places. If they're spending a lot of advertising dollars, obviously they're passing those costs on to their consumers. You could go to our website at homerightwaynesboro.com, or you could call us at 717-749-4874.
Local and live, covering Franklin and Washington counties, it's Let's Talk TriState.
Welcome back to Let's Talk TriState, all powered by HomeRight Windows and Doors in Waynesboro. The right choice online at homerightwaynesboro.com. One of my favorite people from Girls Inc. of Washington County, we have Rae Tucker. She is the Director of Development. We always love having you here. Love the passion that you have for your organization. So thank you for coming back again and talking to us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me back as always. It's such a fun field trip for me to get out of my office and come over here. It's kind of like my home away from home.
Yeah,
it's coming over here and hanging out with you guys.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoy it.
Of course, you're all fabulous.
I mean, I think so, yes.
Everybody here is so much fun, and it's such a warm welcome when you walk in the doors, although gonna miss seeing Blake around here.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
so,
that was
Blake. I hope you're doing all right.
Yeah, he's happy. He's thriving. He's doing a good job. But
good.
So we got back to school coming up.
Yes.
So this is a perfect segue into Girls Inc. of Washington County. You know, like we always do. Just give me a quick overview of the mission and what you guys do.
Absolutely. So Girls Inc. is an after-school program for girls where we pick them up at school, we bring them to us, and we get to see them Monday through Friday and help kind of inspire them after they're done with their schooling programs. And, we do so much with them, and we serve all girls from like 6 to high school, and each age group has their own individual kind of curriculums that they work throughout the year. And it's just such a wonderful environment for the girls to grow up in. You
brought up something I've never talked to you about. Do you have a curriculum that is already planned that you guys just like adopt and change based off of who the girls are and what works for them?
Well, yes and no.
Okay.
So we have a lot of our curriculums are from Girls Inc. National, and they're research-based, and they're hands-on and interactive, and really get into the nitty-gritty of like the great things that girls need to learn to grow up in this world. But then we also tailor our other curriculums to the staff members that we have on staff, and like what are their special skills that they can provide. So like one of the programs that we started in this past springtime was Wilderness Warriors, because one of our staff members is like really outdoorsy, and she wanted to kind of bring those things to the girls, and they just did the most adorable, like they set up a camping tent and like a whole campsite inside her classroom, and they learned about like all the things you need to know about camping and like identifying poison ivy and like things
smart.
Like that. So yes and no. So they're always evolving, and we're always offering them different programs. I think this past year we did 30 separate like classes, really stemming from anything. Our motto is inspiring all the girls to grow up strong, smart, and bold. So each of our classes is either founded in being strong, which is like physically healthy and fit and healthy living, or smart, which is like academic success. So we have like a whole STEM program and a bunch of programs that fall into our smart category, and then our bold category, confidence building, social and emotional learning. So with every class that they go to, and every day they're going to a different class, so that really grows up really holistically. and they're really getting a well-rounded academic support in all categories.
How many different schools do you service?
You know, it was very interesting to be looking at that data this year. So the schools we pick up at, we serve 13 schools that we're picking up at, but we work very closely with the Washington County Public School Systems, and we actually were able to have an impact on each school in the entire county.
Wow.
So that was very cool to see this year. In some fashion, we are partnering with a school.
That's incredible. And I don't think people always realize how large Washington County is. I mean,
yeah.
How many girls do you have currently enrolled in the program? Do you know that answer?
Well, since we're currently not in program, but I will, so like for summer camp, we had the most we've ever had, and like the longest waiting list we've ever had, but we served about 80 girls a day at our summer camp program. Wow. But then during after school, it's about 120 girls a day. But overall, I think I saw our total for like youth served in county was pushing 4,000 youth.
That's, wow.
That is incredible to see.
Incredible.
And it was so much higher this year than it has been in previous years. So
I love that.
It's exciting to see.
You're just bringing so much positivity to these girls, and that is an astronomical number.
Yes.
Good for you guys. I'm so proud of you.
I was stunned too when I saw it. I was like, how?
Yeah, that's amazing. Now, I know we have the Muddy Mamas Mud Run coming up. Let's focus on that a little bit because this is such a huge event. So just want to make sure we cover all of the details about that.
It's our biggest fundraiser of the year. And honestly, I think personally, as the one putting it on, it's the most fun event in the entire like tri-state area. It's such an empowering day for like all of the community members, and like that's my favorite part about it, is it's really bringing the community together and like all the women together, and just the vibes, they're immaculate. Everybody is so together and empowering each other, lifting each other up, and pushing through each
other, laughing.
Yes,
that's great.
The laughter just resonates all throughout Sharpsburg Pike. I swear you can hear it down at the Walmart.
I don't disagree with that at all. I mean, we had an absolute blast, and I did it 2 years ago, and I had severe bronchitis, and I still had like the most amazing time, and I thought, wow, I can only imagine if I was 100% healthy. But we have it this year on September 20th, and is it going to be at the Ag Center again?
Always at the Ag Center. We just take over, and last year we broke records there, so I'm hoping to do that again this year. And so if anybody doesn't want to run or anything like that, you can always come watch, because it's a spectacle.
It really is a lot of fun.
Most of the people at the Ag Center are there to kind of watch, because I think you have so much fun just watching, because everybody's like, they're dressed up in costumes, they're filthy, and just having the best time, It's really incredible to see.
I think once you get past the first initial mud event, then it's kind of addicting. Like, all right, now that I've gotten muddy, bring it on. Here we go. Because at first it's like, I don't know. But, I think we started with like a slide that you go right into a mud pit. So, from the first event to the end, we were just ready to rock and roll. But it must be really fun to just watch all of it. And,
absolutely.
And can you come out and just do that? Do you have to pay a fee to get in, to just to watch?
We have a parking fee. Again, it's just a donation back to Girls Inc., which is great, because everywhere in the whole event is a fundraiser for the girls. So it's volunteer run, so that way everything that gets put into it is really just being funneled directly back to afford our programs.
And there are vendors there.
Yes.
And is there a beer garden there?
There's a beer garden, so even when you're done, or even before you start, like you can grab a drink or two. We have, we say beer, there's definitely beer, but we also always have this like sangria that gets mixed up, is special for our event, and it just sells out so fast. So definitely lots to enjoy. We have all these food trucks that come out, and one of our favorite food trucks, Cluckin', this will be his last year with us, and we're so sad about it.
Is he retiring?
They're moving down to North Carolina. So we're bringing in lots of food trucks this year, because we're like, we've got to find somebody to replace Cluckin', and he's been helping us. Norm Potter is fabulous. We absolutely adore him.
I've never had, I'm assuming it's
Cluckin'
chicken.
Around barbecue.
I'm assuming it's some kind of chicken.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So I'd be really embarrassed if you're like, no, it's hot dogs, actually.
No, we should get hot dogs. So we have so many different types of food. So especially because it's kind of like a morning to an afternoon event, we serve various different things depending on kind of like what you're feeling, if you're feeling more breakfast or lunch afterwards. So lots to choose from.
Now, if someone is unfamiliar with Muddy Mamas, new to the area, how many people can be on a team?
The teams are unlimited.
Is there a minimum number you have to
No,
start with?
you can run by yourself, and a lot of people do, especially because for me, it's like we are trying to empower women to be independent, and that's some of the hardest things to do in life is to feel confident in yourself when you're just out alone.
It's true.
And at Muddy Mamas, you can come alone, but you're not alone because we're
meet
here
so
supporting you every step of the way. We have like what we call our motivators at each obstacle. So there's 18 muddy obstacles that you have to conquer. And we have volunteers there at each one to help cheer you along and help you if you get stuck or whatever it might be and tell you, you can go around, like you don't have to do this. And so just a whole community of support. But then if you want to bring 30 of your closest friends, you are more than welcome to.
Is it a fee per person or
Yes.
per team? Okay.
Yes, there is a fee per person. It's $85 per adult and $40 for a child. The children are 10 and up.
Are you still giving medals out?
Yes,
Okay, yeah,
I just got my medals in yesterday. They're so cute. I love to make them like a little bit different every year, and so this year we have a fun theme for the year. And so when you see,
You can't unveil it yet.
I'm not going
That's fine.
to.
No, that's fair.
but
Let's leave a little mystery.
I'm very excited to see everything kind of come together. You know, when I'm ordering each piece, I'm like, oh, I think this is going to be so cute. But when it's all together, oh, I'm so excited to see it.
Did you happen to see the latest edition of Let's Talk TriState, the magazine that just came out?
I have not seen that yet.
So for Standing Media, we do magazines, and our most recent endeavor is Let's Talk TriState, which is an extension of the show.
Yes.
So we spotlight a lot of the organizations that spend time with us, and one of which is Girls Inc. And the picture that was chosen for the magazine is from the Muddy Mamas Mud Run of me
Oh, yeah?
and some of the other girls here crossing the finish line with our hands, all held together and just laughing. And I just thought, I mean, A, I love it because I'm in it, obviously. But B, I was like, that captures the whole spirit. There's bubbles everywhere. We're filthy. We're laughing. It just captured the whole spirit of
I
the
love
event.
that.
Make sure before you
Yes,
leave here
I
today,
definitely
Rae,
need to see that.
I would like to give you one of
That
those.
sounds amazing.
September 20th at the Ag Center. Start time is...
So you can definitely choose whatever time you want to run at, but our first wave goes out at 8:30, and our last one is currently scheduled for 12. But I might have to add some additional waves because
That seems
it
too
is
early. I don't... Yeah.
packed.
And is it already open? I'm assuming it is already open.
Yes, we're almost entirely sold out. So I've got some spots left in the 11 o'clock hour, but I've been moving people around and trying to make room for as many people who want to participate. But I might end up opening up a couple more waves, like maybe 12, 15. We might do another one.
What's the cap? Is there a number cap?
So because there's so many people that want to participate, sometimes there can be like holdups at obstacles because there's so many people that it takes some time. So I try and limit it to like 100 people per wave so that way everybody's enjoying themselves and nobody's like stuck in a line. So our cap is like 1,600 and right now we're sitting almost at 1,300. So it's really
That's
selling
amazing.
out, and which I'm very excited about,
And it normally does every year. Is that...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Last year we got to just under 1,700. So if people want to come, I want to make sure that they have the opportunity to. So it doesn't really sell out, but I would have to do some configuring.
Are you looking for any additional volunteers, or are you guys good on that?
We are always looking for volunteers, so absolutely, especially if you have an interest in photography, our photography team could use some additional hands. I'm also going to open up this year a face painting station if you like to face paint. I'm looking for a couple more volunteers for that. But then if you want to come out and be a motivator and sit at an obstacle
Motivator.
and help people along, we definitely like to make sure that each obstacle is fully covered and staffed. And some of them you don't necessarily need help with, but we like to make sure there's people there cheering you on. So if you're interested, you can definitely volunteer still at muddymamasmudrun.com/volunteer.
And the motivators, they don't have to be women. That can be men as well.
Absolutely.
So that's cool. If you want to bring your husband and your son, that would be something fun for them to do to still, if you were trying to look for like a family activity
Absolutely.
to do.
And even like work groups and stuff get together, like especially like if you're like a sponsor, then the women of the organization will send a team to participate and the men of the organization will send a team to go be motivators on the course. So that way everybody gets a chance to be involved somehow.
What year is this for Muddy Mamas?
This will be our 11th year. We're into our second decade.
How many years have you been
Oh man, this will be my third Muddy Mamas.
But you have it down to a science. I mean, you really do. I mean,
it's mostly the board. The board that we have at Girls Inc. is
collective
so
you.
involved. Yes, the
Yes.
collective us, we are on top of everything.
You really are. Because like you were saying earlier about the holdup at certain events, I didn't experience that. And I was a little afraid of that. Because when I heard how many people, I thought, I'm going to be cold, shaking, waiting in line. But we were moving and grooving pretty consistently. And we were at that 9 o'clock time, which I'm assuming is probably the more desirable earlier. And I was very impressed with how everything just kept going and everything was just moving. So
I love to hear that.
How many obstacles are there?
There's 18.
18.
Yes, and some are muddy, some aren't so muddy.
But you can walk around them.
Absolutely, absolutely. The one I hear is always the most challenging is the monkey bars, but so it's monkey bars, but we call it climbing the corporate ladder. Every obstacle has a really fun, like girly themed name. And climbing the corporate ladder is also, every year it's sponsored by the Judy Greenwald Foundation, because Judy Greenwald, who has since passed away, her husband and daughter set up this foundation to remember her, because she was just such an entrepreneur and a businesswoman in this area and was really breaking glass ceilings and paving the way for generations to follow. And that's what Girls Inc. is all about.
Sure, yeah.
So they get that obstacle every single year, climbing the corporate ladder. And that's just one of 18, but I do hear that one is the most challenging ones, because if you fall off the monkey bars, you're now in a pit of mud.
That's true. The one that I really struggled with the most, actually, was at the end. Well, and I don't know if you changed the locations of them, but it was at the end, and you have to like army crawl underneath the nets. I remember halfway, I just stopped and put my arms out, and I just said, you guys are going to have, I'm done. You're going to have to just pull me out. And they did. They came back in and just pulled me out. For whatever reason, that was the one. I don't know if it was, I was sick that day. It was at the end. I don't know. But I'm like, yep, this is it. I've hit it. I remember the monkey bars. I think I just casually walked around. A
lot of people do. I put a sign out beside that one. It's like, we won't tell if you go around. Because really, you are empowered to make your own choices in life. And if you want this challenge, great, go for it. We support you. But if you're like, this is out for me, then that's totally fine. This is a judgment-free zone. We're all just here to have fun.
And sometimes those events are pretty strict about the rules. And you guys just keep it really laid back.
Absolutely.
Whatever you want to do, just have a good time. If you don't, you're going to get muddy. So I would definitely recommend, if it's anybody's first Muddy Mamas mud run, extra shoes. You're going to throw them away. Yes. And you guys have, if I remember correctly, was it a heated tent? No. There was some kind of changing area.
Yes. So we do have, Apple Valley Waste gives us a whole dumpster, because those shoes are going right in there because they don't come back from that. And then afterwards, we do have a bag check for you to check all your clean clothes that you can then change into. We have a whole tent that's set up for a privacy area for you to change in.
That's right.
So, but did I mention the hose down zone? We do have a hose that you can hose off with. And somebody asked me yesterday if she can go to straight from work after that. And I'm like, you might want a proper shower. We provide hoses so you're not covered and get your car all filthy, but we do provide a hose, so you can kind of
maybe if you work on a farm or something. If you're going into fine dining establishments, I don't know if I go straight from there.
Yes,
but that's I forgot that you guys had the hoses there. Yes, so you have everything covered logistically. You don't really just come with your friends, bring a change of clothes, have a good time. MuddyMamasMudRun.com is the website to sign up. And is there anything else about the event that we haven't covered that you want to make sure that we get some information out about?
Arrive 45 minutes before your wave time. That's the most important thing, because it does take a minute to get from parking to check-in to bag check and get to the starting line. So it does take some time. So there's that. Parking's $5 at the gate, but anybody is welcome to attend.
Oh, that's nothing.
It's really nothing.
Sure.
Well, especially because there's other corporate mud runs and stuff, and they can charge up to $25 for parking. And I'm like, should we? No. I was like, no.
I think 5 is perfect. Yeah. Is that 5 per car or 5 per person?
Yeah, 5 per car.
Okay. So you all come together and pitch in $1.
Exactly. So, and honestly, carpooling is highly recommended, because parking, it's packed.
Yeah, it is packed.
So we put out 18 obstacles because there's no more room.
Can't get to the 20. We got to cap it at 18.
Exactly. The rest is cars.
That's right. That's right. Well, Rae, thank you so much for spending time with us on Let's Talk Tri-State, and good luck with the event. I will not be there this year. It's my birthday.
I know, you have fun in Peru.
I
That'll
will be
amazing.
in Peru, and then it's my birthday party. So, but we always love having you here, and then we'll have you back after the event, and we'll start talking about fall and winter and what's coming up for the Christmas season already.
Oh, I know, we're already talking about it. I'm so excited for fall. The weather has been amazing. I'm like, fall is coming.
Yes. Those 2 or 3 weeks of 90, 95, 100.
I was dying. I couldn't do it anymore. It was brutal.
So we'll be there before you know it, and and have a great run, and good luck to you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Of course, and thank you for joining us today on Let's Talk Tri-State.
Let's talk Tri-State.
If you'd like to be featured on an upcoming episode of Let's Talk Tri-State, call 717-597-9200 or email letstalk@921thegoat.com.